It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run it with Ballage. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. Normally, being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's a throw that's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Well.
Now it's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Switch. Whip. Watch the alert. Run left. Easy. Check.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Got it. 12. 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. He's time to read. Gun.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Ebukam picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
At their own 37-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Los Angeles. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Balaj. And a short gain down to about the 33. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 32-yard line.
On second and a couple. Wilson going for Met, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come here, switch it. Check point.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's put that team on the front. Listen. Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Stay with your man. Kill. Check three.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For Raymond Calais, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'll go special. Check. Check.
They run with Calais. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Rams 3, Seahawks 0.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Watch tight. We got three. Three down. Watch that. Hey, watch that. Kill.
Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run here with Blanche, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Rams first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
No hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
36-yard line.
Check, 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 check. Check 9, check 9. Back, back, back. Go 14.
They'll run. Calais. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Raymond Calais.
2nd quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Check. Check, hot, hot, hot. Good, good. It's a safety creek. Kill, kill, kill.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
He was
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
You know they pay me extra.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Oh, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On the ground, it's Calais. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Calais. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Raymond Calais with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Shaquille Griffin. The fourth down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Rolling to his right. He'll find Metcalf. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 49, check 49, check 49. Further. Check 50. Under crunch. Look, guys, 4 down. I got motion. Deuce.
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game.
Let's get off the field. Sponge. 14, run it. Check. Flash down. Hatchet. Push left. We got motion.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 34-yard line.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and...
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
He was taken down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a Rams first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's second down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Complete to Naheem.
So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6.
Makes the score Rams 10, Seahawks 6.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Raymond Calais with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
The score is Seahawks 13, Rams 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 at the 25-yard line.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the end.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd at SoFi Stadium, making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Jim. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Watch twits. Watch twits. Good, good, good. Shift, shift.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Jump, 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 jump. Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Switch, switch. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, check. Lucky.
Again, it's Calais. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
0. 52, Mike, 52. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Look for signals. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch twist. Watch the twist. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Switch check.
Now they try the right side here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I want to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 4-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Seahawks 27, Rams 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to try and do this himself. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take
the number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Crunch. He's coming. We got double up. Slam. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Alert 3.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
That's where we are.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Watch the shit. Listen. Check nickel.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Wilson now off the bootleg. Out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And a coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 14. 52. Watch 52. 52 is the mic. I'm coming after you. Go. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 52.
Wilson wants to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Balaj. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and run with Balaj. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the victory here for Seattle.